All right, come on now. 5 o'clock on a Friday has to be at least someone's favorite time of the week.
Well, let's just throw some icing on that special time with some fun things to do this weekend. We've got Bobby Rich from 94.9 MIXfm with us again.
I know, you get me twice in 2 weeks. 2 weeks in a row. And you know why they called me in today? They saw my shirt and your dresses. And they said,
Wait, you didn't get the memo?
Yeah.
We need some balance.
Yeah.
They thought, my eyes, when I first saw you guys standing next to each other, my eyes started doing that dancing thing. They was like, whoa!
You know, when women start hanging out a lot, they start, you know, vibing like that. You know, the color palettes start, you know, matching. We've done this a couple of times,
Syncing
right?
up their clothing.
Clothing.
Yes.
Clothing syncing up.
Clothing.
Oh, yeah. That's different.
Yes, that's different.
Now, let me tell you who's in town this weekend.
Okay. Can't wait.
We're really going back, like way back.
Hold on. Peter Frampton, Cheap Trick, George Clinton, Parliament, Funkadelic, the Beatles,
and Three Dog Night.
Three Dog Night.
That's a lot going on.
70s and the 60s
that
are here.
That sounds to me like Woodstock or something. But these aren't all at the same concert,
right.
So just so you know. So let's start with Peter Frampton and Cheap Trick, and I want to know who the heck decides who opens that concert.
Right.
Now, me, I would want to see Peter Frampton more, so I would think have Cheap Trick open. But, you know, it could be either one. They're both huge stars, and they're at Ava Amphitheater tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Those two guys, back to back.
Oh, tonight, is that tonight? Yeah. I don't know, because Bloke, our director, is going.
It is tonight? Okay.
Oh, well, look at that.
I'm pretty sure so.
Lee, are you going too? Lee's going.
Okay, well, have a good time.
Now you know what it's like.
Okay, so then tomorrow night would be Three Dog Night. Tomorrow night, Three Dog Night. You know how Three Dog Night got their name? Anybody know?
No.
It's a term for when in the frozen north, when they're out sleeping in the frozen north and they have their husky dogs. Three Dog Night is a night when it's so cold you need like 3 dogs to keep you warm. Oh. It's true. That's a true thing.
That's funny.
I can never take what Bobby says is
real
or not
that's
real.
That's true. That is true. Okay, Three Dog Night, and they're in their 4th decade of performing, and they're going to be at the Desert Diamond Center tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. And by the way, interestingly enough, the last time they performed at Desert Diamond was on the same Saturday night, August the 22nd.
Is that a quinky dink or a special thing they do?
Special, just a coincidence.
Oh,
or quinky dink, as you call it.
You know, that's a factual term.
One of the, here we go, one of the foremost innovators of funk music, I'm talking George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic, tear the roof off this mother. It's all those songs that they did, that funky music. That's tonight at 7:30 at the Fox Theater. These guys. That's got to be a huge show for the funk crowd.
You just want to see what George Clinton is wearing, what his hair looks like, what he looks like. That's what you want.
I just want to feel the bass.
Feel the bass.
It's all about the bass.
A little bit of funk.
I got to reel you guys in as usual.
One more.
We had Tony on yesterday.
Tony was on yesterday, and so the guy who plays the role of Paul McCartney, his name is Tony Cushman, and there he is right now, and he is Tucson born and raised, by the way. He is a Tucson hometown boy who is very, very famous around the world. He is one of the most famous of all the Paul McCartney imitators. He was in Beatlemania, the show, and he travels all over the world, but he lives in Tucson, which I think is so cool. So he gets together with these 4 fab musicians. I made that up.
Oh, boy.
I made that up. The 4 fab musicians. And as you know, if you watched yesterday's show on The Blend, when he was on, is they do all of the eras of the Beatles. So they start with Meet the Beatles and the younger Beatles, and then they change. They not only change their costumes, they change their hair and their look and everything. Then they come back out, and then they do something from the next era, and then they end up on Sgt. Pepper. So if you're a Beatle fan, as I am, it goes cool. It's very, very cool.
We have some other stuff other than concerts going on.
Yeah, there's something else. You know, yesterday was the birthday of Tucson, but the celebration, cutting the cake with the mayor, that's tomorrow down by the Arizona Transportation Museum. That's where the Amtrak depot is. So 10 to 4, they've got railroad fun and the birthday cake. That goes on from 10 until 4 tomorrow. And then tomorrow also is the 5th annual Southern Arizona Salsa and Tequila Challenge.
Tequila!
Yummy.
It's a great event. I've been to this several times. I get to be one of the judges, which means I get to call somebody to come and give me a ride home. But let's just say 50 chefs and restaurants with their salsa recipes and tequila-based drinks and menu pairings. And it's a big benefit for the Southern Arizona Food Bank and the arts therapy and education programs. And will you see what they do? It's not just like what you do at home. Oh, I'll just mix up a couple of margaritas and throw some, tortillas on the fire. Oh my gosh, it is unbelievable.
Well, we got a little preview of a drink and some of the salsas even this week and last weekend.
So that's a really big deal. Now that's from 7 until 10:30 tomorrow night at La Encantada.
Yep.
And it is $50 in advance, or $60 if you wait until you go there. But it's for a good cause, and you will have a blast. That is a party big time.
Woo! Big time.
It's the weekend.
Oh boy.
Bobby, you know I love it when you come to visit.
Do ya?
I do.
I love being here.
Yes, Tina loves it.
I love it. I love it. Tina's the one who loves it.
We can't
I just sit back and watch it all happen.
We can't sit next to
The
each
magic.
other. Make sure you guys also tune into the Morning Mix every weekday morning at 94.9 MIXfm, Tucson's at-work station. You get some more Bobby Rich along with Greg and Mrs. Grant. For more information, just head over to MIXfm.com.
Also, we'll be glad to mention your event during our next Pasa segment. Just send us a message on our Facebook page, and we may even mention it on the show.